Now available in paperback and e-readers, Spellbound, A Darker Shade of Black. Get your copy today at your favorite online bookseller. A black woman claims that a black man hit her in the face with a brick after she refused to give him her phone number in a viral video.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a fuck. Yeah, this man hit me, fucking grabbed a rock, and he hit me in my fucking face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just fucking watch. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man and fucking do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face? Man, fuck all y'all niggas. Have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, "What you gonna do?" And I told all these men, like, "Yo, why this man got a brick on my face?" And he's holding a brick, and all these niggas is watching, and nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face, and then they all just watch, and they let that nigga get in a car. How is this okay? This is what y'all doing to women?
Now, in this video that went viral and was covered by mainstream media outlets like Newsweek, a black woman standing outside of a nightclub claims that she was hit in the face with a brick by a black man for not giving him her phone number. Now, this black woman, after allegedly being assaulted by this black man, who allegedly got into a car and drove off after not getting her phone number, does not go out and call the police to report this alleged assault. No, what she does is go out here and pick up her smartphone and begin recording all the black men standing outside of the nightclub. And as she records all of the black men standing outside of the nightclub, she goes into shaming language, saying that these black men are not men and did not do a single thing to go out here and protect her. Now, while this black male is one of these beta males who cannot stand to take rejection, I have to say that this black woman really got a rude awakening as related to the realities of the Me Too era of men and women. Now, in this Me Too era of men and women, many men have gone out here and said that they're not going to do anything for women, and they're not going to do anything for women because they have too much to lose. Because in this Me Too era, if a man goes out here and looks to try to defend a woman, he could possibly wind up losing a lot as related to trying to defend this woman's honor, because due to over 60 years of mental conditioning under feminism, many of these males have been raised to become beta males, and if a man goes to defend a woman, he may run into one of these emotional males like this one that she ran into, and that man could put another man's life in jeopardy, because whenever a man confronts one of these beta males, that's when they become even more emotional and erratic, and a man could possibly wind up losing his life, like many men have who have gone out here and tried to go out here and play what many call the white knight. As these men go out here looking to play the white knight and defend a woman's honor, oftentimes those men wind up losing their lives going out here looking to try to protect a complete stranger. And that's the other thing that gives many men out here pause and makes it where they have no incentive to protect any woman. They don't want to go out here and lose their lives as related to dealing with an emotional male, and even worse, an ungrateful woman who will go out and say that after this man defends her, says that she's strong and independent, but this man basically put his life on the line and in some cases may possibly get injured or lose his life. So this is one of the reasons why many men step back and let a woman go out here and take care of her own business. Moreover, many men who go out here and look to defend a woman who is a complete stranger oftentimes when they go out here and fight for this woman will wind up having to deal with criminal charges, and that's another reason why many men won't step up and stand up for a complete stranger. So many men, they don't want to go out here and wind up putting themselves at risk of losing their intangibles of manhood, such as their dignity, their self-respect, and most importantly, their freedom. And because they don't want to lose their freedom fighting another man over a woman that isn't a part of their family, they will go out here and step back because they don't want to wind up stepping to a man and leading up to something that leads to them stepping into a prison. And they don't want to wind up spending years in prison over a complete stranger who will go on with their life as they are sitting in a prison dealing with Bubba, Tiny, Roscoe, Big Dave, Rodney, Melvin, and Mr. Sprinkles, and having to deal with these guys trading their backside for Little Debbie snack cakes, Raymond noodles, packets of Crystal Light, packets of Taster's Choice coffee, Hostess snack pack puddings, the off-brand Oreo cookies, off-brand lemon cookies, off-brand duplex cookies, and Fritos chips. Many men don't want to wind up losing years of their life over a stranger who will go on to pursue relationships with other men, or in the case of this black woman, other women. And because those men don't want to wind up losing their whole life, they will leave women to go out here and fend for themselves. And that is the stark reality that most women are running into in this era of Me Too. Because in this era of Me Too, many men are just not looking to get involved in anything related to women, because any interaction with a woman can possibly lead to that man winding up losing again his freedom. So a man will just go out here and leave a woman to fend for herself. And unfortunately, this is the dark side of the reality that feminists look to create as related to going out here and trying to make things equal. Because in the feminist mind, she believes that men and women are the same, and because she has gone out here and conditioned 2 to 3 generations of men to believe that men and women are the same, this is why another reason why many men are not looking to go out here and step up to protect women. Because in our over 60 years of media and mental conditioning in places like public schools and single mother households, boys have been taught to believe that men and women are the same. And because boys have been raised to believe that men and women are the same, this is why many men also go out here and don't look to step up to protect any woman. They're not looking to protect any woman because they believe that the woman is just as strong as a man, even though biology states that a woman is 8 times weaker than a man, because a man has greater upper body strength. And this is something that has been conditioned for many males to believe, and that also gives those men no motivation to go out here and protect any woman. Now, the whole concept of protection is one that this woman does not really understand. No, she does not really understand the entire concept of a man's protection and a man's covering as established by God are all conditional, and they are clearly based on the condition of submission. Unfortunately, feminists did not want to submit to the authority of a man and wanted to replace men in God's order. And because they wanted to replace men in God's order, they believe that they are just as strong as men physically, And that is the reason why many men also step away from looking to protect most of those women, because those women arrogantly make the statement that they don't need a man, and they don't understand that God made the man to go out here and be her covering and be her protection. And unfortunately, they don't understand that again, term of protection is related to submission. And when a woman does not submit to the authority of men and do not submit to the authority of the collective of men, those men have no incentive or motivation to go out here and protect any of those women, especially when that whole protection, again, is penalized by a gynocentric criminal justice system and penalized by the male offspring, such as beta males, who will go out here and participate in emotional behavior like this when they can't get their way. Now, this beta male, again, is one that I have seen way back when I was in high school. This is the kind of reaction that beta males would give a girl back when I was in high school if they could not get a phone number, and they would get so in their feelings about rejection, they would go out here and look to attack a girl, all because she refused to give him her phone number. And again, that's dysfunctional behavior that guys learn in single mother households that feminist indoctrinated women create. And that's the type of emotional behavior that beta males participate in because they were raised by their mothers and never raised with a father to teach them discipline and resolve in taking a rejection from a woman. Because in the world of courtship and dating, a man has to know that women are going to say no to him. He has to understand that women are going to go out here and reject him. And it's just going to be a law of averages that you're going to hear more no's than yes. And sadly, this guy didn't understand this as related to this woman who wasn't even the same sexual orientation as he was. And because he got upset about this woman saying no, instead of understanding that he really didn't lose anything as related to this whole incident, he got upset and in his feelings and attacked this woman and wound up assaulting her and basically put himself in a place where he's on the road to possibly getting charged with a felony. If this woman were smart, she would have gone out here and taken out her smartphone and recorded this man's license plate so that the police could go find this guy and arrest him for the crime he perpetrated on her. Unfortunately, what we see in this viral video is this woman recording the men standing around her instead of critically thinking about recording the evidence of this assault so that this man could be punished for the crime he allegedly committed, because this man clearly did perpetrate an assault on this woman. And while some people have feelings about this woman being a member of the alphabet community, nobody has a right to put hands on anyone just because they don't give you a phone number. No, a man of character is going to charge any woman who doesn't give him her phone number to the game, keep it moving, and look to get with those who want to get with them, not participate in a felony assault that again will wind up destroying this man's life and leading to this man basically winding up with a felony conviction. And again, a felony conviction is something that it will destroy your chances of being able to go to school, being able to get certain jobs. So it's not really smart to go out here and put hands on any of these women out here over a phone number when there are over 4 women for 1 man. So this guy, again, wasn't very smart, and he wasn't very smart, but he is a byproduct of the whole feminist society, and it's like the feminist society is basically reaping what it sowed, later than what it sowed, greater than what it sowed, and a generation of women is having to deal with the harvest of feminism, teaching 3 generations of boys that men and women are equal, and teaching men that they don't have to go out here and protect women because women can go out here and do the role that God provided for men. And we see from this incident that a man and a woman aren't the same. Moreover, we also see that some women go right into their female nature looking for a man's protection. And as they go looking for a man's protection, they find that there is no protection due to the way they have conditioned 3 generations of boys to become men. And they also see that they've gone out here and said that they were equal, but find out that equal rights don't get equal lefts. No, all it does is because a man is stronger, lead to a woman getting knocked down. And sadly, as she gets knocked down, she sees that there's nobody to help her up because she walked away from the man who was supposed to be her leader and her protector and her covering. And because she threw away her covering, she is vulnerable to the predators like these beta males. And that's the whole sad part about this whole situation as related to this woman. She's looking for sympathy from men who aren't sympathetic, and those men haven't been raised to be sympathetic to her. So those men that she was looking for protection don't exist. And again, she says that she's, again, one of these women who, in another video, that does not need a man. But we clearly see that as she's getting knocked down, she's looking for the protection of men. And again, many women are in for this rude awakening because they are living in a world where they said men and women are the same. And they're finding out that they aren't going to get any of the privileges that women got in many years ago. And they're not getting those privileges because, again, protection comes with submission. It is something that's conditional as related to men, and it's conditional on those women showing men respect. And again, if the only way to get a man's protection is through submission, and if a man doesn't see anybody submitting, he has no incentive to protect them because, again, the collective of men will go out here and protect those women who are submitted to them, like their mothers, like their sisters, and their wives, not their girlfriends in some cases. Again, if this woman is just a complete stranger and is not a part of a community, what happens is those members of the community, they don't want to go out here and look to protect anyone because, again, men have too much to lose, and they have a lot to lose because feminists went out and changed the roles of men and women, and that's led to this woman winding up in a situation where she's out here all by herself. Now, if you want to learn more about how we wound up in this dysfunctional situation, you can pick up my book, Why 70% of Black Women Are Single, on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. And you can also find that book at other online booksellers like Smashwords, the iBookstore, and Google Play. And if you want to learn more about how many women became feminists, you can pick up my book, The Woman Crisis, which is also available on Amazon.com as well. And if you want to learn why beta males participate in violent behavior like this, you can pick up my book, The Man Crisis, and you can also pick up my book, Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance. All of these books are available on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. They're also available at other online booksellers like Smashwords, the iBookstore, Google Play, and Barnes & Noble. And if you'd like to see me make more videos like this, you can send a donation to my Patreon, my PayPal, or my Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available for the first time in paperback, Why 70% of Black Women Are Single. Learn all the reasons why so many Black women can't find a husband and why 70% of Black women are single. Get your copy of Why 70% of Black Women Are Single on Amazon.com today.
Now available in paperback. From the author of the critically acclaimed book, The Man Crisis, comes The Woman Crisis. Learn why so many women have become lost in their quest to have it all in The Woman Crisis. Get your copy of The Woman Crisis in paperback at Amazon.com and online booksellers today. Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.